The government has confirmed that Kenya lost her bid to host 2025 World Athletics Championship. Addressing reporters at a press conference in Nairobi, Sports Cabinet Secretary Dr. Ababu Namwamba confirmed that Kenya lost her bid to host Championship Tokyo, Japan. Ababu was hosting a World Athletics President Lord Sebastian Coe, who is in the country. However, Namwamba assured that Kenya will not surrender, but instead will bid for the 2029 Championship after receiving a report from the technical committees of the World Athletics Championship. Here is the report.
Low standards of sporting facilities was the main undoing for Kenya when we lost to Japan as a host nation to the 2025 World Athletics Championship. This is according to Youth and Sport Cabinet Secretary Dr. Ababu Namwamba. Namwamba, who addressed reporters at a hotel in Nairobi, confirmed that Kenya had lost her bid to host the World Athletics event but promised to upgrade in 3 stadiums in the country and bid for the 2029 event. He was in the company of the World Athletics President, Lord Sebastian Coe, who is in the country on an official capacity.
Because if you talk growing athletics and sports in general, that has to go hand in hand with the right standard of infrastructure. So we have talked about infrastructure. We have talked about equipment, important equipment, including the air sensors, which have been installed now in 6 ports across the country. And so that's an important part of our partnership with World Athletics. And I'm very happy to announce that we have agreed with World Athletics that we will be pivoting to their technical capabilities in terms of assessing the state of our infrastructure, so that as we develop our infrastructure, we want to do it to international standards. And President Sebastian Coe has
recognized the importance of athletics in Kenya and advised the government on what to do so as not to miss out next time. He touched on the integrity and improvement of sporting facilities locally, which is a key factor that will enable Kenya qualify to host the 2029 World event.
Category A, Category B, and Category C. And Category A, yes, does contain those federations that have had a high number of positives. But the thinking behind the categorization, the recategorization, was also to make an assessment of risk. So if a federation, by implication, if a federation has more elite athletes than other federations, by implication, that risk level will be higher. So it's a balance between understanding the pathology, the trajectory of those positive tests, but at the same time, understanding that there are federations like Kenya that have thousands of elite athletes, and the risk assessment is taken into consideration. How are those categories monitored? They're monitored very closely by the Athletics Integrity Unit. One of the questions, I think, actually to the Minister was, if you're in Category A, do you remain in Category A in perpetuity for a lifetime? The answer is not necessarily. In fact, we want everybody out of Category A on a metric that simply assesses positives. And how is that being assessed against other countries? Look, the Athletic Integrity Unit monitors all those countries in Category A. But what I think has been demonstrated this morning, not just about Category A, but the escalating number of positives that have been reported in Kenyan athletics in the last year or so, I think what has been demonstrated here this morning is the desire, the focus to deal with this problem, not to brush it under the carpet, and to be open and transparent about it. So I hope that not only in resolving the high number of positive tests that Kenyan athletes, particularly those athletes on the road, have been...
Athletics Kenya, on the other hand, has said they are ready to participate in the event despite failing to clinch the hosting right and promised to give a good fight and come out winners.
And we have continue to do that until the other day. You saw that we were invited to COP17 that is Conference of Parties, the 27, as an athletics federation representing all the others. And we participated in that at Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt. We have also, of course, contributed quite a number of other issues on that. We have been to Stockholm in Europe to see that we discuss with the Stockholm Environment Institute.
Kenya will upgrade our three main stadiums before 2027 and bid for hosting right to CAF African Cup of Nations and 2029 World Athletics Championship. Ababu was adamant and bet his credibility on bringing world competitions to Kenya, thanking the World Athletics Body for allowing Kenya to tap onto its technical ability and advise the country on how to set up a world-class infrastructure, including the right technology to make hosting World Athletics a success. Kenya has hosted World Athletics event in 2017, which was a junior under-21, where she emerged at the top with an overall medal tally of 16, 8 gold, followed by Finland, who earned 5 medals with 4 gold.
That moment at the Olympics 2012 in London, David Rudisha completely blowing away the field in 800 meters at the London Stadium in London at the Olympics. And he did that running clean. He did that without any performance-enhancing substance. And that is who we are. We are a country that has built a reputation as competitors who run and win clean. We have made it very clear to the President of World Athletics that that is a tradition we are very proud of, and it's a tradition we will do anything humanly possible to protect and to defend. And so we have thanked World Athletics, and I want to reiterate this appreciation on behalf of the government of the Republic of Kenya for World Athletics listening to our plan and agreeing to support the implementation of that plan.